Hello and welcome to this edition of our special bulletin of news for the hearing impaired. I'm Rukma and with me is Sonia. In our top story, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will launch the Ujjwala Yojana in Uttar Pradesh's Balia today. The Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana aims to provide free LPG or cooking gas connections to women from below poverty line families. Under the Yojana, 5 crore free LPG connections will be provided to below poverty line families in the next 3 years. In the first year, 1.5 crore connections will be provided. The Prime Minister will also visit his parliamentary constituency, Varanasi. The Prime Minister will distribute e-rickshaws to beneficiaries during his visit to the city. He will also launch the country's first fleet of 11 solar battery-operated e-boats at Assighat. The first phase of the single national eligibility entrance test NEET for admissions to MBBS and BDS courses is being held across the country. The Supreme Court on Saturday refused to accord an urgent hearing to a plea seeking modification of its earlier order related to NEET. The Supreme Court had earlier said that the entrance test for admission to MBBS and BDS courses for the academic year 2016-17 will be held as per the schedule through the two-phased common entrance test NEET on May 1st and July 24th. The much-awaited and widely acclaimed Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016 comes into force from today. The Act has set into motion the process of making necessary operational rules and creation of the institutional infrastructure to make the Act effective on the ground. As per the notification, rules under the Act have to be formulated by the central and state governments within a maximum period of 6 months. It also said the proposed authorities, which will ensure timely execution of projects, and the appellate tribunals to adjudicate cases will come up in 1 year's time. The Act makes it difficult for promoters and builders to delay projects and gives relief to home buyers. It also proposes imprisonment of up to 3 years, besides monetary penalties for any violation of rules. The Madhya Pradesh High Court on Saturday termed reservation in promotions in the state as unconstitutional. The court stated in its order that the reservation to underprivileged during appointments is logical, but reservation in promotions frustrate talented people. It said that giving priority to reserved categories over general classes in promotions is not justice. Several employee associations and social organizations had filed petitions against reservation in promotions in the court. Petitioners had challenged the rules of the state government, which provided reservation in promotion for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes. Meanwhile, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan said that his government was in favor of reservations in promotions. He added that the MP government would appeal in the Supreme Court against the High Court order. India and New Zealand have entered into an air services agreement between the two countries. President Pranab Mukherjee, in his brief remarks at the agreement signing ceremony in Auckland, said that the pact would serve to provide the easier connectivity that has inhibited both business travel and people-to-people contact in the past. The president, who is on a visit to the nation, also held bilateral talks with New Zealand Prime Minister John Key. The president also visited the Auckland War Memorial Museum at Auckland this morning. He laid a wreath there where he paid tributes to Second World War martyrs. In sports, the Indian trio of Deepika Kumari, Laishram Bombaila and Lakshmi Rani Maji settled for silver medals after losing to Chinese Taipei 2-6 in the women's recurve finals of the Archery World Cup in China. The men's team, however, put up a brilliant performance to outclass Great Britain 6-0 in the bronze medal contest. May Day, also known as Labour Day, is being observed today. The day is a celebration of labourers and the working class, and is promoted by the international labour movement, socialists and labour organisations to give a fresh call to labour rights. The theme of International Labour Day of 2016 is celebrating the international labour movement. And that's all we have for you in this edition of our special news bulletin for the hearing impaired. Thanks for watching. Namaskar.